His term as mayor included the creation of a new town motto, where the mountains begin. Pete Mann's legacy began in the Harmony community, where he and his siblings came to understand the importance of education. From Mars Hill College to Southern Baptist Theological Seminary to Appalachian State, Pete Mann came to see just how he could reach young people, planting a seed where success begins.
Pete had a volunteer spirit about him. He was a volunteer firefighter. He helped to build up the Wilkesboro Volunteer Fire Department. He was a volunteer for us at Merle Fest. He was a volunteer at the Walker Center in the early days. And in the town, he served on numerous projects and committees even before he was mayor.
And his background was very interesting. He grew up on a tobacco farm, no indoor plumbing. Tobacco farming is hard work. And so I think it ignited in him this passion to get an education and improve himself. And he certainly was able to do that. But I think that also gave him that common touch with ordinary people to where, he could go in a room and be able to connect with you, whoever you are.
Pete demonstrated his love for this county and for this town. He definitely wanted to have a voice in saying how things would be in the future. And I think he brought a lot just to the mindset of our times back then in government. So I can see him, as mayor, the things that he contributed as a college instructor. And he was also deeply involved in our church, which was St. Paul's Episcopal Church. He was in many committees on that church, and Pete Mann could give the best Sunday school lessons you've ever saw.
The average IQ of any room would go up if Pete entered it, but he had a very common touch, what I would say. So while he was really, really smart, he also came across very, very down to earth. And so people of all types really liked Pete.
So I can tell you as a student, he was totally open. There was no issue in coming to him for help, for instruction, for insight, and for advice. Pete just, I would say, was one of the most open people to come to.
I'll never forget him calling me and saying, "B, I need you to meet with Becky and I and a couple of other people." And so we met down on the Watson stage, and they said, "We think we need a greenway here. We need a greenway up and down the river." At the time, we had built a walking trail there at the college, and everybody was coming there to walk, but his and Becky's vision for a trail through the Wilkesboros, connecting from W. Carr Scott Dam all the way down below the bridge there at North Wilkesboro. I think from a leadership perspective in town, the Yadkin River Greenway is his and Becky's legacy.
History was also important to Pete Mann. He helped write the history of St. Paul's Episcopal Church. He also joined with Wilkesboro officials to commemorate a grant that had Wilkesboro's history written. Combine that with 41 years of teaching at Wilkes Community College, you see the past, you see the future. And we see the newest member of the Wilkes County Hall of Fame, Pete Mann. Accepting on behalf of Pete Mann are his daughters, Jennifer Langford and Allison Mann.
Thank you to all of Wilkes County and to the Hall of Fame Board for recognizing those who lead. Thank you to his family and friends who traveled to be here tonight, and to all who worked to support this program. It truly sets a precedent for everyone. Although my daddy, Pete Mann, traveled the world with my mom and many other of you Wilkes County residents, he never wanted to live anywhere else. I know that for a fact, but right here in Wilkes. Other than his family, his greatest joys were volunteering for the Wilkes County Public Library, for the Greenway, serving the town of Wilkesboro both in the fire department and as mayor, teaching at Wilkes Community College. And I always was amazed at how many people, when I went out with him all over to the restaurants, etc., how many students came up and spoke to him. And he loved that. Mostly former students, but also other people, but he loved talking. That's a former student, Jennifer. Okay. He truly loved where he lived. And this is an honor to us all. Thank you.